Okay, back into it with the Funhouse. Part of this tour of the country, County Mayor Jeff Jefferson, the 13th, stopped by a fun fair last night. Don't know what kind of reception he was expecting upon his return to Buckingham, but I doubt it was that. More red mist than red carpet, I'd say. Someone needed to forewarn him that people around here have long memories. Yep. Unfortunately, got too much egg on the Funhouse and not enough on the mayor himself. Right. Okay, so it was only 17, I say only, 1750. So not a massive job, but still pretty large. No scissor lift, unfortunately. And invisible walls again. We've got the gnome chilling it with the cuddly toy. I don't like the invisible walls. Just put a railing around, by all means. Restrict my movement, sure, but don't do it with just lazy invisible walls. Is there going to be a clean X first in here? I guess we should check it out a little bit first. It's like a piano. Does it play anything? Sadly not. That'd be fun. Might clean that first though, just in case that's something. It is something obvious out the front, so maybe? Oh, it plays. It doesn't when I walk on it. I thought it might play music when I walked on it, but it does when I spray it. Excellent. Do we do the keys first before the frame then, just in case that's got something to do with it? Well, we'll do this part of the frame. We'll leave the back part maybe. So we go. Boom. Lovely. Brilliant. Oh. Glissando and the Funhouse job hit all the giant piano keys in order. This is going to actually be quite annoying to... Need to, press it once and then finish cleaning it for once. It's really hard to actually do. I like that it lights up different colours as well. It's like a rainbow. This is at the same time an audio nightmare, but also very fun. There we go. Oh, it took a while for him to show up. Well, it's normally the first touch you get the 1%. You should have seen all this go down. The mayor and his entourage all turned up in his ridiculous limousine. Took him half an hour just to get into the car park. Tone-deaf politician? You do surprise me. Okay, so that was actually not so bad to clean. Looks like there's some rust on the outside of this, on the frame, but that's not so bad. But we should not continue with doing all of this for now. Let's just stand up on here and engage. Ooh, okay, this is close. We might need to use a ladder. I don't want to use a ladder, so I'm going to try to not. Maybe if we go over here instead. It's going to have to look up as directly as we can. Good. Okay. So I can see that there's a bit of a lip there, but it didn't make me have to clean it from the top or anything. Good, okay. I appreciate that some of these are distinct dings too. Oh, and the lights as well. Lovely. Okay, so there wasn't a clean X first achievement, or if there was, it's separate to the play the piano in order achievement, because you could have done that at any point, not just when you first start the level. I'm going to guess there probably wasn't. There's not normally more than one achievement per level, or there'll be something you can achieve in the level, but not exclusively as well as an exclusive one. And not all levels have even had achievements, I think, which I think is a bit poor. I kind of like it when each level has at least something. There, I've just missed a bunch. I have checked, you know, I'm not completely blind about this. I have looked to see. I don't have a very good memory, so I don't then remember what achievements are there for future levels, because I won't recognise them until I come across the level. There's some really obscure ones, I think. Like, I missed the theatre. I was doing the highlight for that recently, and I missed the achievement for that, which was to clean the front row seats first, which the gnome was actually a clue, it turns out. I kind of wondered at the time if it was. Sure enough, it was a little bit of a clue that the gnome was sitting in the front seat. But sometimes the gnome isn't even on the level, like in this one, the gnome is sitting outside on a picnic table, so not a clue. Unless that's a clue that there isn't one, I guess. Maybe. Maybe I am reading this correctly. If the gnome isn't in play, then maybe there is no achievement. It's an interesting point. I'm going to pay more attention when I do more of the highlights now. See if there's a correlation. That's an interesting point. I really should have started this from the other end, to actually go the correct order through the letters, but never mind. And standing on the railing's good because I get a slightly better angle on the embossment of the letters. Oop, that's got the back part of the sign as well. There we go, sign letter, sign frame. There we go, is that everything for the sign? Is there no orange bonus for the sign? That's the weird thing as well, is it's really inconsistent. Like, the piano, there was a thing. Yeah, giant piano, that was a group. Oh, sign is a group. Sign base. Huh? What's the base? I mean, it's all about that base, but... Oh, the bit in the corner. Why don't you just call it a sign corner? There you go. Yes, 5 for the sign. Perfect. I figure we'll do the balcony in its entirety first. Get that done. And then we're just going to disappear for a long period of time. Slide door. Wait, what? Okay, there was like a door apparently that I... Yeah, slide door. Okay, I have no idea what that is. I think I'm selecting something that I can't even see. I do wish they would put a bit of line of sight on these things. I could probably grab the ladder from inside if I tried. If I looked in the right place. Oop, okay, I fell out, but onto the railing still, so I didn't plummet. The downside was trying to stand on the railing to get good angles on things. Wait, I probably don't need to now. I can take the extension off. I'll probably get away with the green as well. It is astounding to me how much I've just been able to get away with not only the starting washer, but with just like the green nozzle. Though I do often prefer to use... Looks like there's still rust on there. Must just be a reflection. I do often prefer to still use the yellow, even if technically the green would be capable, because it just gets a little bit of the sort of hard to see stuff. Keep knocking the piano. No, doorway threshold, okay, as opposed to the doorway itself. That will probably need to be done from the inside. Got the window. Don't know if balcony was a thing. I think it wasn't. It does bug me a bit that you don't have everything in some form of group. Like, just balcony could be a group, right? Balcony, bubble, cloud, hallway, like, all of these could be groups with bonuses, but instead, ticket booth, slide, running wheel, obstacles, sound buttons, just 21 sound buttons. Those are apparently separate things. 3 wiggle lights, and that's a bonus. Why? Balcony lights are, but not the balcony. Go figure. Yeah, interesting that I don't set off the piano by walking on it, only by spraying it. I guess the water is the only thing that actually has proper interaction. I do have collision, though. I'm gonna need to do the floor up to that point there, so we can do the backside of the lighting mount. Odd to classify it as being the lighting mount specifically, and not the railing base. Because now I've got the railing as well, which we're also going to have to do from inside. Let's go back to the yellow. Oh, it's actually square, it's not circular. Yeah, that's interesting. I am surprised that there isn't a scaffold. Like, surely just having a scaffold to sit in front or around the sides would make sense. Yeah, we'll live with that, I think. And we'll worry about doing everything from the outside later. Where to next? This was the shorter corridor, so let's just go through here. Yeah, we'll do this side. Balloons and shapes and stuff, but up close. Don't have it being metal up the top here. That's going to be super hot in the sun. That will burn people's feet. I'm just having things made out of wood. You know, treat it properly and it's not going to decay prematurely or anything. It's all about what's cheapest though, isn't it? Ah, there we go. Cool. Oh, not this one yet. Ah, right in the corner. Or the star, for that matter. Huh. And this is why maybe... Ah, okay, no, it's nothing to do with using the yellow or green. There we go, just random bits. Oh, there's a cat up there. That's why my thing was freaking out earlier, because I was accidentally aiming at the cat. It's silly to me that then the backside of this is not also dirty. I have a ladder that I could put here to be able to get up to the top. It's just so arbitrary that it was dirty up to this point, but not on the roof at all. It makes no sense. Never mind. Man complains that there isn't enough to clean. See, I take exception to the fact that the zigzag hallway is largely straight. I get that that's the pattern on the walls, but you think that they could put a couple of curves in as well. But should this not have some bends? The 90s wants their wallpaper back, my god. This is like a kids' game show set from the 90s almost. Whatever happened to those? There used to be game shows that had kids on. Maybe they're still a thing in other countries and then we just don't bother to have them here. Or they're a thing I just never hear about them. So not really the target demographic, but I used to love Where in the World is Carmen San Diego. It's great for learning geography. Have like the Amazing Race for kids, but they don't actually travel anywhere as such. They just perform challenges as if they were in other places in the world. Make it less about the actual like navigation of getting from place to place. Because that was always the bit that kind of fell down a little bit in the adult show as well. The Amazing Race is all well and good until, like, especially when they're reliant on taxi drivers and stuff. It's like, okay, cool, you got a good driver. This other guy doesn't know where you're going, so thanks to something that you didn't have control over, you're now behind. That's just, I hate it when it's like that. I hate elements where it is presented as a kind of skill-based competition in terms of challenges and stuff, and yet there's an element of just complete and utter luck that you can just end up eliminated because of no fault of your own. I mean, yes, that's the real world, but I feel they could control variables better. But the ones where they have to navigate themselves and people get lost and don't stop and ask for directions and blame each other and stuff, no, I'm all for that. That's your own fault. But obviously for kids you can't really do that. Well, I guess you could have like escorted on public transport and stuff. Assuming you're in a place that has public transport. So you could still make it a bit of a scavenger hunt. Cool, zigzag hallway, I think done, but without any bonus. Oh, hang on, is there something still? No, it's balcony floor is not done. Oh, okay, really? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I see, there's a little overlap here, looks like. Yeah, okay, that's cruel. I'm glad I spotted that. That's the doorway threshold. I was thinking, what the hell did I clean? Slide door. Oh, that's the slide. Okay. Seems unnecessary, but sure. I wonder if it's open or closed by default. I feel I walked through here and it was open by default. So it's like if you don't notice that it's actually a doorway, you could just completely miss where that is to actually clean. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I do like the bubble hallway. Some of it's reflective as well, I think. Oh no, it's just the water texture doing funny things. Okay, well, I could probably open this door again to get past. This feels dangerous, just standing in a doorway. What happens if I trigger it while I'm standing in the doorway? Will it just refuse to open? Will it push me to one side? I'm curious to find out. Let's do some QA for the game, shall we? I mean, you'd be blind to miss it if you cleaned things like the door track and stuff and didn't notice that there was a door there, so... slot. Okay, so stand here and... Oh, we're not allowed to trigger the door while we're standing there. And it just pushes you to the side, okay. But I can trigger it and then walk in front of it. I don't think I'm supposed to, but... Slide door shut then so that we can clean this. Nice. And then the cloud hallway. I don't quite get what this is doing, really. Must be said, I've never really understood the concept of a fun house like this. I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing I'm not the target market, but I'm not sure where the fun element comes from. Something like this where it's just, okay, cool, it's a hallway with clouds. And? I don't get it. What precisely is the point? The bubble one I kinda get because it looks cool. But even then I feel it needs cool lighting. Otherwise it's a bit drab. I feel this should have been the bubble one. Oh, here we go. Apparently the mayor was in a bad mood already after a duck and a goat blocked his way out of Pumpton. Good on them. Is that all I'm getting at 20%? That's literally... Okay, I got one text message at 20% that explains nothing. Okay. Could do better, guys. Like, it's bad enough when there's some kind of poor lore going on in the levels that don't seem to tie into the main story. This feels like it's one that does, because the mayor was actually visiting here, and yet we're just getting trash, basically. Like, okay, what were the goat and... was it a duck and a goat? What were they doing? What did they do? Why were they there? Give me the goss. Like, I want to know what he said here, like, said and did, and why he got egged and stuff. Like, what was he trying to achieve by coming here in the first place? Oh, it makes this... okay, going across the ceiling light makes it light up. And it makes a noise. Alright. See, that's cool. That didn't happen with the clouds. So... that's a cool idea. Though... it's cool, but... what, are people supposed to jump up and hit the lights? How tall are these people? I could barely do that, and I'm tall. Is this meant to be for kids or adults? Because if it's meant to be for kids, they wouldn't be able to reach. So it feels they should be lower down. Okay, well that's the ceiling done anyway. Funky music there. Can make some funky tunes. I like the neon tube lights too. Oh, the white one's just completely done. Alright. I get enough splash on it from the ceiling. And now apparently we're in a Baroque fort or something. Going by the music, not the aesthetics. Oh, another door. Okay, interesting. A bit surprised there wasn't a door separating here as well, between the clouds and the lights here. Feels like that would have made some sense. Shouldn't do the floor while I've still got walls to do. Hallway's so narrow at this point, I can't get a good angle on cleaning up high. There we go. It's better, standing back. Oh, light hallway lights. So that's what those were, light hallway lights. It's so weird that that was a thing. But the hallway itself is not, and neither was the bubble section or anything. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing to have them in the first place, but it is a good way to know as you're doing a section whether or not you're finished. It's just then weird that you've got the inconsistency of some things give one and other things don't. Nice. Right, and walk backwards for the floor like did the other one. It's kind of the wrong way of doing it, I think. I'm just spraying dirt back across bits that I've just cleaned. But it's spraying it out, at least. Cool. See, it was a group to have the lights done here, but not these here. Oh, this is the wiggle room. That's why. Wiggle room lights. Oh, that's right. That was... Oh, wow. Okay, so the 1, 2, 3 there, that was the group of wiggle room lights. Not this bit. Not the big, long wiggle that gives it its name. But the small round bits at the end. I just can't. Oh, it's the wiggle room tube light. Are they going to be another thing as well? I kind of hope so. I should do the ceiling first, though. Also kind of strange that the room crosses into here. Like, this door cannot shut properly, surely. Is that why this is a funhouse? Because it's not made properly? Oh, I see. So this door separates from... Okay, so there's a sort of spinny thing in there. Interesting. Okay. See, that makes sense. Door kind of doing different things, and... I wonder if that's true of over there as well. Oh, it is. I see. So the... Yeah, so we slide this across like that. So it stops people here, but opens up the way over there. Fun. Also really annoying depending on where you are. I'm gonna have to clean the other side of this door too, though, so I could do it when it's across the other side. I could go in there, shut the door, and then clean it. Maybe. I'm not sure if I'll actually get the proper angle on it. At least it's colourful, I'll give it that. As levels go, it's nice and colourful, and I do appreciate that. Okay, I like that they made the tracks two separate pieces. They didn't have to, though. I feel that they could have had that be one bit... Because I already have to move the door twice in order to clean the door, so if I had to move it in order to clean the track underneath, that seems fine. This is taking a little bit longer than I had hoped. For the reward that it gives you, it does feel like it's actually a bit bigger than I expected. Because it hasn't been hugely technical so far, it's mostly just been getting angles and stuff. I guess even though, you know, 1750, oh okay, well it's not huge, yeah, but that's still close to 2000, right? It's closer to 2 than it is the one in front, so maybe I just felt too optimistic based on that psychological thing. It's like when you... Anyone else have the thing of like you buy a bunch of stuff, it goes on your credit card, or whatever, and it's like, I've been pretty good, I haven't spent all that much. And you look at the balance, it's like several $1,000s. It's like, how did I manage that? There's not even all that much on here, but it's because it's stuff that was like $80, $90. It doesn't look as bad than if it was 3 digits. But it doesn't take much to add up. It's the classic marketing thing of making something such and such 99. 1999 seems much better than anything that's $20 or more, right? It's a genuine psychological thing. That's right. 30%. I'm getting through it. So it is at least interesting as well. This isn't like doing like the subway or the barn, where it's just these big walls and it's all the same. Elements that are all just duplicated. Every room is different so far. That's pretty cool. I do like that. I guess the inside is going to get me pretty close to 50%, if not over. Kinda want the stars to be individual dings though, like these could be lights, like in the light hallway, just saying. In fact, they have more reason to be lights being stars, you know? How did someone not make these light panels? There isn't even a light in here, how am I supposed to see? I'm kind of getting ambient light through there, but it's from the wiggle lights, I guess. So if I close this door, it should be pretty dark in here, except for just what's coming through that jelly bean shape. What is it, a kidney or a stomach? What do we think? Nice, good. So that's that door done. Don't have to go around and open it and then close it again on the other side. Twirl top is what this is called. I didn't see a way to stop it either, so that's going to be interesting to clean. Yeah, there's no stopping this one. Alright, I've just got to try and clean it the best I can as it twirls around. Because that's not annoying at all. Okay, well, I'll have to do the bottom part from down below anyway. So am I supposed to go down there like a slide? I would think not. That feels dangerous. Okay, why are there stars on the floor as well? Guess we're in the stars. Should have made this like a rainbow road or something. That's going through the stars, isn't it? Once again, there is a little bit of the point of, okay, I was called here because the mayor was visiting and people like egged him and stuff and made a big mess. Okay, so why is it so filthy inside? Did they follow him in, or what happened here? I feel that it should just be filthy on the outside. Fair enough being dusty and a bit dirty on the inside, but like, clearly you have not been looking after this for a while, right? Don't just put it on the mayor visiting. I guess that was a good way to make sure it got even filthier, so you could justify calling in a professional to clean it. I suppose. If that's what it took. But this stuff, this is build up, right? You're gonna get more visitors after this, that's for damn sure. Is there music in the game as well? No, it was background of this. Okay, never mind. Second, I thought that there was actually a little bit of background music going along with the twirl sort of thing, but no. Sadly not. I feel there should be. There should be some carnival style music playing in here. Oh, it's the wall, and it's just the floor in here now, I believe. But without a bonus for doing the star room, I won't know for sure, unless I check. Cool. Star room. Barrier wall, oh, outside. And then sliding door track, that's this. Just need to do it from this side. Yep. Cool. Oh, sound button, okay. So, barrel lights, that's cool. Sound hallway. This is a little bit more appropriately dark. Feels like a Doom level though. Why do I expect a cacodemon? Oh, 40%. Cool. Finally arrives and gets out of the limo, all irritable, dismissively swanning around, nonchalantly waving to the crowd as no one remembers how he almost brought this town to its knees. Yeah, I never understood how you let him get over that. Well, that got folks' backs up. Fair enough too. And once again, that's all we hear. Like, you could have said that at 20%. Why do I have to wait for more? Nice. Before I forget to do the rest of this corridor. Do I have to clean these musical bits off? Is this graffiti? It is. Okay, interesting. That works. Bonk, 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 bonk. So this is what it should have been like with the other ones, with the wiggle room or whatever. Hell, even the stars should have been lights that you pressed and they made noise. Ding ding dong donk, ding ding dong donk. Yeah, I'm just having fun. I'm inside one of those strawberry and cream lollies, apparently. It's a very garish hallway. Making my eyes do funny things. Okay, good. Right, this wall, with some more graffiti on it too, looks like. This is where I could just use the soap as well, and it would just obliterate the paint entirely. But I don't mind doing a little bit of scrub it up here and there. Like, it makes sense that this has been graffitied with paint, then yeah, it's gonna be tougher. I don't mind scrubbing that to make it go away, and being on the wall like that, I don't think I'll be damaging the wall by doing that. It's just some random ones on the floor as well. They're not, oh, there's more over there. Okay, I was thinking that surely that's a orange group, given that the other lights have been, and I think they might have been, but I need to do the rest. Spray all the water towards the steps down so it can all drain away, hopefully. This is going to be an absolute pond at the bottom of this. It's like a inflatable slide. Huh. There we go, sound buttons, yeah. Weird that just the buttons is what gets the bonus, not the sound hallway. I don't know, I like the bonus being for the whole, like, group. So it's a good metric of knowing, cool, I've done this hallway, I can move on. It's nice to know that I got all the buttons, don't get me wrong, but it would be nice to know after I've done the entire sound hallway that it's done. I can just move on, I don't need to look around for anything else. This is kind of a, yeah, mix. You've got the sound hallway wall with the rotator room decoration. Bing. Right, so that should be sound hallway done now. Let's check before I move on. Oh, I missed cloud hallway window frame. I didn't check that one before I moved on. Star room barrier walls. Oh, that's the other side. That's right. I'll do that downstairs. Spinning obstacles is a separate section. Okay. But yeah, sound stuff is all done. So cloud window frame, let's just do that now while I think of it. I've got to go through these doors again. That's annoying. Well, it's the bidding it's on the outside anyway. It's on the outside or is it on the top somewhere? There we go, cool. Right, well. Let's go back now. Whee! Down we go, since we've done up there. And actually, you know what? While I'm thinking of it, this is the star room barrier. Good, star room done. We can clean the decoration bits, would be kind of nice to just have out of the way. Probably gonna have to do the undersides of them as well, though. Doing the underside of that white one's going to be annoying. I'm going to have to crouch down on the staircase. Nope, there we go. Got it. Good. I am on something that is rotating. It's... okay, I'm going to have to keep walking to stay where I want to. It's just that little spinny disc. I wish I had the other washer. You can get this, one that has like a spinning disc. It's like, ah, I see your spinning disc and I raise you my own. It's not a very good thing for cleaning with though. I experimented with it in the demo and it didn't impress me much. You had to go pretty slow so that it didn't leave big gaps. It's kind of like with the turbo nozzle. Oh, I'm going to have to do the top sides of all of these bits as well. Which bits are which? There's a separator. Why is that not done? Okay, that one is. Okay, good. And there I've got to do the stairs, which, yeah, I'll have to do looking down, so let's take that off. Oh, each rung is a separate thing, and I haven't gotten them. Interesting. Okay. It must just be in the corners, I guess. And this one will be underneath now. Okay, there we go. Good. I think that's all the rungs as well. Cool. See, now if you're going to do it that it isn't the entire room, you could at least make it like the stairs are a thing, because there's so many bits involved. Again, just inconsistencies. Oh, and it's 50%. I have to admit though, I wasn't prepared for the sheer scale of the backlash. Few generally are. Apparently this protest had been planned for weeks. Well, it would have been nice if they'd told you about it as the organizer, though I guess you generally don't because you want it to be a surprise. Everyone present was carrying a dish, and every dish was one of the mayor's least favourite foodstuffs. Okay, clever. And that's all we get. Okay. What do we got here? Wall-shaped frames to be done. Okay, I'm not even sure what this piece of music is from, but I like it. This must be one of the licensed ones I've got, I'm guessing. Okay, I have to see where this is from. Oh, it's from Satisfactory, apparently. Tier 1. Okay. Not one I recognize. There is like 2 directories. One of them is the main directory, and one of them is other songs that I've not heard of before. Or is this from like the presentation thing that they give you? It's funky. I like it. What is this? Oh, it's like a... It says ceiling mound. Alright. But it appears to be reflective. But once again, I have no reflection for some reason. It's like a disco track. Keep ending up on the platform that spins me around. And from funky to dark ambient. It's the thing with Planet Crafter. This is Precursor Remnants is the name of the track. I swear with Planet Craft half the time they couldn't seem to decide whether they wanted it to be a kind of horror game or not. Some of the soundtrack is kind of foreboding and dark. I feel they could have leant into that a little bit more. And had a bit more like psychological horror storyline elements. I'm not a huge fan of the genre, but it would have been kind of cool. And like easily ignorable if you just wanted to play the game for the terraforming aspect. I mean, there was some bits that were kind of creepy-esque. Like there was some of the people who got trapped on the planet in the first instance, on the Prime planet. Who got like shot down and were having to survive. Could have been interesting if there was like a group of survivors that then, you know, the inevitable started happening between them and the desperation of wanting to survive kicked in. I mean, there was one group, kind of got glossed over, and I'm interested in how many people even miss it entirely, but there's the cave in the direction, southern, I think, area. Behind, it becomes a big waterfall anyway. And there is a group of kind of basically memorials. Because it was like a whole troop ship or something, or colony ship. But they didn't really linger on it. Like, I feel there should have been a little bit more. Like, maybe it was a network of caves and they managed to, like, hold out a little bit longer. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they didn't even need to have a story for the game to be fun and successful. So, you know, they did pretty good with what they had. They at least had music like this to set the mood. Cool. We should do the wall. I don't want to stand on the spinning disc while I do the wall. Let's stand further back and use the extension. It's just going to be annoying. Why is there a butterfly flying through inside? And it just went through the wall. Wish you could turn the weird environmental effects, visual effects off. I'm not sure if you can or not. I suspect not. They can be very incongruous sometimes. This could be an absolute swimming pool underneath these rotating things. Hopefully the water doesn't mess with your motors. Oh, I need to do this stairwell wall. Oh, it is so bright. It's like being inside a hot dog. Or mustard and ketchup. Oh, it is spinning just very slowly. That one's a very low contrast one. Okay, I can just like go up and down on this and eventually it'll spin around and there you go. It's like these ones here, I can just kind of do this and just wait for it. It's like this cement mixer. But just like the cement mixer, it's more rewarding and quicker to just do it like this instead, and I'll pick up on any bits that I've missed later. Instead of trying to do it in halves, if I did it in thirds, that probably would have worked out even better. There we go. That worked. It's like being in a wipeout level. That would be a cool tie-in, actually. I don't think wipeout's still a thing, is it? Can't remember. But that would be a cool tie-in. Cleaning the wipeout course. I have different levels. And then you could have little bits of commentary from the hosts. Have like John's doing your little messages, just full of puns. That'd be great. Oh, 60%. Okay. As soon as the first egg went flying, it all kicked off. I mean, you don't surprise me at all. To escape the barrage, the mayor fled into my funhouse of all places. Ah, I see. So he wasn't meant to come here necessarily. The crowd followed him in and didn't let up until the mayor had been hounded through the entire thing and all the way back to his limo. Funny. It's like a giant croissant. This is kind of interesting because, yeah, I'm having to clean underneath the shape as well. Oh, and it's even offset. It's not spinning evenly. That's interesting. That's quite fun. Finish the ceiling first. Okay, but I haven't seen much evidence in here of it being... Because you mentioned it was like different meals that he didn't like or something. It's like, okay, so what's this black one then? You know, I still feel you're making excuses for your place being filthy in the first place. This is not all foodstuffs. Also, am I going to get a job then to clean his limo as well? Like, surely people didn't just stop there. They would have then gone to the limo and... that would have been the first thing I did. Don't chase him, just... cover his vehicle in detritus. This. Not perfect, but it didn't matter. It gave it to me anyway. I was expecting it to have to go around again and me pick up on the last little bits, but it's forgiving enough. Just do the walls first before I do the floor. Try and do this bit before it comes around again. There we go. See, more of that would be interesting. More of the ones that actually have to time cleaning underneath because they're irregular shapes rather than just circles. Like this one, I can't even tell that it's spinning now because it's just fully clean. Yeah, it would be much more interesting if these were also irregular. Ceiling. We're almost through this, which then means that we'll have to do all the outside next. And there's like the rolly slide thing on the outsides as well. Nice, okay. Yeah, at least this one's been colourful. I do appreciate it's a bit too colourful in some places, that must be said, but I feel maybe a slightly more muted shade of red maybe would be nice. I don't need the extension on anymore. Okay, here's some food splatter. Something. At least I hope that's food. I guess the evolution of a funhouse sort of thing like this is now like the Team Labs places that have all of the visual effects. I haven't actually been to any of those. I think there was a Kyoto one that opened up when I was over there last that I should have gotten along to, but I didn't actually learn about it until I was pretty much ready to leave the area. Maybe this time. We'll see. It's an interesting idea. Not sure I entirely get it. Again, just like with these, it's like, okay, that's cool, but I'm not sure I quite get it. It could be interesting. Should look up where they are anyway. Heard the Kyoto one is quite good because it is new, so it's got a lot of the innovations that they've otherwise put in the Tokyo ones. Okay, that's all the spinning obstacles. That's good. And, oh, the inside of this needs doing as well. Frame. Oh, yeah, I'll just wait until it comes around again. It's fine. There we go. And just a white wall now. Like, how anticlimactic is that? I know it's the off wall when you come in for the first time, but, like, come on. You didn't even try. Now let's clean the floor going towards the doorway. Still consider the rotator room. It's just the entrance, surely. Hanging arrow. Oh, yeah. I do like that it sways when I hit it. They have stepped up on the interactability of the levels, that's for sure. Cool. And doorway. That's the underside of the balcony here anyway. Chain hinge? What about the chain itself? There we go. Keep cleaning this, looking out from the doorway, may as well. Is this not done yet? Balcony underside isn't... Huh. Because this is the lighting mount, that's not the underside. What's left on the underside? What's left on the arrow too? Oh, I can clean the top of it. Oh, the back of it probably? Yeah, there we go. Let's get the back of it. Oh, this bit here be the underside. Yeah, there we go. Oh, each rail is a ding. Cool. Oh, and then we got the overhang here. May as well do this while I'm at it, right? Clean the lights. Oop. So it's the slide frame lights. What more do you want from me? Okay, well, there's the separator. Oh, the frame is both sides, okay. So, well, let's finish doing the, like, doorway and stuff first anyway. We get caught up on other details. Yeah, this is where it's going to start getting fiddly now, doing all the outside bits. Start moving it a little bit further down each time I spray. Yeah, then the angle gets too much though. It's gonna do really weird things to my eyes as well. Looking at this on an angle. You are getting sleepy. I wish. Should be able to do the rest from the other side anyway, to be honest. That has some rust on it, okay. Well, we can clean it approximately first. Just go over it with a light spray, and then we'll worry about concentrating on the rusty patches. Doorway. What did I say about doing the doorway and stuff before I got distracted? There we go. Good. And now the slide frame. At least this half of it. Good. Exit platform floor. Oh, it goes all the way around here. It's not just a separate piece. That's kind of weird, to be honest. the base of the pole. That's annoying. It's a support pillar, but then, yeah, there's the base of each pole as well. There we go. Ones further in aren't so much of an issue because I can stand on the entrance roof for that. Yeah, I'm going to have to, in fact, to get the angle. Protect the railing. Let's scrub away at this. I probably shouldn't scrub too much on this. Because these bits exist. There we go. Do the easy bits first. Then you might not have to spend as much time on the harder bits. Probably do the ticket booth last. Or, like, the entrance or something. Ow? Yeah, we'll aim to do the ticket booth last. Seems reasonable. Okay, so I've been cleaning it largely backwards, looks like, which does not surprise me. Seems the slide is meant to be the exit, I think. You come in this way, go through, work your way up around the top, and then come down the slide. Because his exit floor is the bit at the bottom of the slide, it seems. Why don't I stand on the other one to do across there? Yeah, it's kind of too far away, that's why. Stand on the railing though. A much better way to get a good angle on the lights. Oh, and there's graffiti on the outside. But it's the unimaginative stuff. Not interesting stuff like on the inside. Oh, and I accidentally almost looked at the cat, so it completely screwed up my aiming. Okay, this might be where I use the soap. Because these big chunks of so-called graffiti are kind of annoying. Yeah, I ain't scrubbing this whole thing. I will do a surface wash. And I will do a soap rinse. I wonder if you can cover an entire map in soap before actually cleaning it. Do that with one of the smaller levels. There we go. Oh, so these rails aren't separate? Oh, I probably haven't done the insides. There we go. Platform wall. Yeah, for some reason I didn't do the stuff here. I know I'm footing the bill here, but it was worth it. Just beautiful. Well, at least you don't mind that they made a mess of everything. This rail is a separate dingable. Why hasn't it dinged then? Oh, I haven't done the top properly. Okay, what about this one? I'm guessing I haven't done the bottom properly. How am I supposed to do these? Maybe we stand on them. Oh yeah, I have to do the tops. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to reach those without jumping on top of them. Because I don't think a ladder will sit on them. There we go. Parkour. I'm good at platforming in games where it doesn't matter. Yeah, there we go. So I couldn't really see what was wrong with that rail, but it was something in the corner. All the dings. Good. I still haven't done the slide itself. You'd think the slide would have been, like, the first thing that I did. Wish I could do it on a cloudy day, so it wasn't so bright looking at the white slide. Oh, it's just this bit at the bottom, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Slide, plus 10. I feel there should be more of a step, to be honest. Rather than just a tiny lip. Because sliding down onto this is not going to be comfortable. Even if this is padded, the lip should be halfway up the frame there. Cool. That's the exit area done. Somewhat out of order. So let's jump over here. First, because I should have done the angle of looking down on the rest of these railing bits earlier, anyway, to get like the tops and stuff off them. Cool. And then I should probably do that side as well, to be honest. But I was thinking, at the very least, finish off like the barrier pole there, the rails. There we go. The rails I can do from the ground anyway, I feel. Oh, or apparently from here too. Now that pole is being stubborn though. But also the lights and the light support. All of this. Oh, this is a terrible roof. The water's just gonna pool in the middle. What were you thinking? Now we want to clean the back side of this so that when we come to do it from the front, it'll just ding, because that's probably the last thing we want to do. Cool. So we've done the roof. The roof trim, I suspect, needs to be done from the side as well. Oh, probably from both sides. Oh, it's the front piece as well. Okay, then we leave it, because that is the bit that we want to do last. Okay, never mind. We want to do that support pole, though. Both of them, and the rails, perfect. The light support we're going to want to do as well. Presumably that's all along the back here. There we go. Floor lighting mount. Assuming it's one bit that goes the whole way along. Oh, that was generous, because there was a bit tucked in behind the support that I thought I was going to have to do. Alright. Oh wow, each light is a ding. That's crazy. Nice. Okay, we're gonna need to climb on top of this somehow. Maybe run and jump. Nope. Nope. Okay. We need to go on the balcony again. There we go. Stars don't even light up, just like inside. Could do better. That shape will need to be done on the underside. I'm not sure what the problem with all those are. There we go. Star will be underneath. Yep. This will be underneath on the side. Oh, there's balcony lights done, okay. Cool, now it's the top of the running wheel. Okay, this presumably goes all the way down to the ground as well. Yep, okay. Which is the bit that I thought needed to be done on the outside? Does it not? Huh. What am I missing then? That's weird. Also annoying because I'm going to have to get back up there again now. I could have sworn that was going to be because it was down the bottom here. Yes, that'll still need doing. Yeah, get the wall. And the frame needs to be done from the front as well. Okay. May as well do the side along here though, because I'm not going to see that on the time lapse anyway, I'm guessing. Let's do the undersides of these. I feel there should be a hole in the middle. It just looks like it's extending a bit too long without support. That is going to bend if people sit on it. Oh, the moulding's not done? There we go. These shapes, then. Yeah, we can't jump on top from here. Which is the bit that still needs to be done? It's the... Yeah, it is the party popper bit. Does it need to be done, like, on the top? In the corner or something? That's so obnoxious. Okay, well, we'll try and remember about it. I'm not going to do it right now because I've got to run around and get on top of the balcony and everything again first. I still need to do the other spinny bit too. Running wheel. I don't know what the best way to do this is. I'm just going to do this basically. Probably to do it in like small bits actually. Work our way in from here perhaps and just keep going like back and forward the same place for the time being. And then just work our way down. I don't think it's a nice way to do it. I could also stand in it. That's true. I just feel it moves too quickly. I'm just constantly feeling like I can't keep up. Which is why if you do it in a smaller strip, you have more success. Okay, good. It's interesting, the wheel spins, but then you've got the back wall, the bit at the back. It doesn't spin, interestingly. You have this spinning the opposite direction to really mess you up. Alright, that's the running wheel done. Let's finish off the entrance way. Good. We need to do this other spinner. Which again, not sure the best way to do it. But really it's just whatever works. If we just look this way, do the same sort of thing, just kind of go like halfway or so, and then worry about bringing it to the edge separately. Still bits that are kind of being missed a little bit. And then we work our way across, and now we do the edge bits. Can't go too slow or it'll spin ahead of me, but if I go too fast it won't clean properly either. There we go, good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much done. Railing. Entry floor. That's going to be the biggest bit to do here. We've already done the exit, we haven't done the entry at all. I should have just done it. Kind of working my way through from the start, but I kind of work backwards. Which also makes an amount of sense though, because then we're working our way like through the top level and then down, which makes the most sense, rather than spraying water through kind of the first level and then the top level, where it'll drain down anyway. Not that there's much in the way of good drainage on this level anyway. I do wonder how much of a mess I leave. So, thanks, you've moved the dirt from the object into a puddle. Do this corner first and then work our way towards the ramp. Oh good, there's the platform wall. We should be able to get the rail actually, because I was looking up at it from outside. Ooh, not quite on the post though. I guess we haven't done the down. Seriously? Oh, and then I fell off. There we go. A little bit in the corner. And now I've got to go all the way around because I can't actually stand on the little lip. I don't have a slide to jump off to get on top of the light pole this time. What am I missing on the railing? Oh, the side apparently. Cool. Pole. Not good enough. I don't think I've done from behind yet, either. No. And then there's the tops as well. Oh, good. Nice. And then this post we haven't done. Good. Yes. Right, and now rest of the floor. Good. Haven't done the end of that, I don't think. Hole from this angle. Nice. Good. Already done the rest of that wall. Hole. Wall. Actually, we'll do the railings and stuff first. Cool. Didn't have to go completely prone. Alright. So is anything... Okay, balcony doorway, interesting. Entry platform wall, interesting. Yeah, ticket booth is and running wheel. Oh, the shape on top, yeah, I knew about that. Okay, so predominantly ticket booth. Entry ramp wall, or entry platform wall. This, really? Is it on, like, on the inside? Oh, no, there we go. Bottom of the molding, it seems. Okay, balcony door, apparently. Huh. Okay. What did I miss? Balcony doorway. It's like this angle in here, I think? Yeah. Okay, that was really annoying to try and get. Now. This. Yeah, it was just at the top there. That's so bad. While I'm up here, actually, and I can stand on this bit, let's get the top side. It's the top angle of that trim. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it as easily from down here. Done it this side already. Top of the doorway as well. What is on the door? What have you been doing? A handprint there as well? Oh dear. What have you been up to? I'm just gonna soap your door. After doing the soap, you can just use the white nozzle, but I prefer to have a bit more integrity and still use the yellow. What are we doing? This is a good question. You are not wrong. We're cleaning a funhouse, and we're almost finished. But what they were doing to make the door, of all things, so filthy, I'm not entirely sure. I'm also not sure I want to know. Welcome, mind you. Long time no see. Hope you've been good. Right, typically I work top down, but I feel like leaving the top is more interesting. The base doesn't want to clean? There we go. We'll do the trim, and we'll leave the, like, emblem for last. There we go. Slowly getting into autumn? Yeah, pretty much. A few leaves have started to fall, some quicker than others. It takes a while here. There we go, we've got a checklist now. Insofar as we have a proper autumn, like, or even a proper winter. We have a lot of evergreens anyway. Happy house. Alright. Oh, now it's not going to clean. Okay, there we go. Hey, Power Wash, you free to come to wash our ski resort on Mount... Okay, that's a bit of a step up. Now we're washing an entire ski resort? I beg your pardon? How big is that going to be? Is that going to be a big job, or is it just like the office and stuff? How much are we going to have to clean? I wonder. And we just disappear inside for ages. Yeah. It's so bad. It's just so long that you just couldn't see us doing anything. Percy's right, you truly are a thing of wonder. Let's be honest, that's probably Muckingham's chances of the Town of the Year grand prize out of the window, but I don't think anyone around here has any regrets. No, they don't like the mayor. They don't care about winning some stupid prize from him. Thank you for mowing my garden. Could you mow fucking Versailles' garden? It feels like that sometimes, honestly. With some of the levels they have you do. It's like, oh, we'll clean this car. Cool, now clean this motel. Excuse me? I think the biggest one has still been either the roller disco or the observatory. I'm not sure which. We can take a look based on point value. Let's go home first. Oh, I was going to say, though, that like with that time lapse, once again, it's a case of if they hadn't let me inside first, it's like, cool, have me clean the outside and then open the door, and then I could clean the inside, because then you could have had another camera angle from one of the rooms inside to see the time-lapse progress there as well. But because they don't section it up, they can only do one angle, so you just disappear for ages. Anyway, before we move on, we'll actually go to the furniture... Why is this lit up? I don't know. Let's go to the furniture catalogue. I've got 789 points. They never tell you what's new, which is very annoying. But we have a 400 here that we can clear off. And we have a 150 retro chair. And then another 150, a globe. I don't recognize that. That might be new. Okay, I'm very curious to place that down, clean it, spin it, and see if New Zealand is even there. What's the betting they've forgotten New Zealand? A futuristic lamp. Unique Sponge Valley post-carbon fiber. That's kind of cool. Low-key kind of cool. 1,000-year guarantee, too. Oh, let's just take a look and see how absurd the ski center is. 2,600. Okay, so ski center. It is just like the office, pretty much. It's not like the ski park or something. So that's not so bad. It's still a big job. I'm still not going to do it today. But it could be worse. Any new news articles? Oh, here we go. There's the article about the theatre, about driving me barking implausibly works. Nothing makes sense. The plot wanders all over the place without ever tying anything up. The characterization is incredibly one-tone. The central premise itself is so limited in scope. You spend the first 5 minutes shaking your head in bewilderment. But as the dust settles and your thoughts come back and stabilize, you suddenly find yourself in the flow and loving every second of it. Every action movie ever. Really? Not getting paid by hours is shady. Yes and no. Not really. Because, like, being paid by the hour for something like this kind of incentivizes you to just take longer for the sake of it, right? It's like, oh, you're paying me by the hour. Cool. I'll just use the wide nozzle and take forever, and you have to pay me more. Like, you know, you quote, I expect this job to take this many hours. Like, it's wrong that they are giving me a price instead of me giving them a quote. But I believe the idea is that the guy whose office this is, like, this isn't my office technically, there's some other dude that I work with. I think he's like my manager, essentially. So I think the idea is he works out the jobs and sets the rate. And that rate will be based on it should take X number of hours, and this is how big it is, and like these materials, like we're going to need scaffolding, we're going to need ladders, all that sort of stuff. Like you'd expect it to be like that. So it should be built in. That's why I usually use the price as sort of an idea of how long it should take. So like 1,000 job is going to take me maybe an hour and a bit. 2,000 job, that's probably about 2 hours. Like that one I just did was 1,700 and something, and that took, what, just over 2 hours, including a break. So, yeah. It's a franchise. It's not a franchise per se. Like, I'm the only one, but I'm not a sole trader. Like, I am being run by a manager, essentially, I believe. That's my limited sort of take on it from what we get told, anyway, put it that way. Yeah, you just got to assume some things, right? You know, they're not saying, hey, I'll give you 20 bucks for this. You know, the price is being dictated to them, I am sure of it. Check on co-workers, create a union. French, I can help with that. You are the experts. That is definitely something that would improve the game in some ways, like if it was more of a franchise sort of thing. I don't know. That gets into more of the business simulator style of things, and I've tried to stay away from that. That's where like Lawnmower Simulator comes into it. They have where you hire other employees, and you pretend to be one of your employees to do the job, basically. It's weird. Like, it kind of works, but you simultaneously play the game as the manager, buying equipment, hiring employees, and then when there's a job available, you go to that job and you nominate, okay, I'm taking this mower and this employee is the one doing the work. And it's like, but it's just me, right? So it's weird. Can it be done in multiplayer? Yes, there is multiplayer in this game. You can play any map up to 6, I think? I can't actually remember. I've never done it. But yeah, you can add on. Yeah, my session type is single player, but you can do online multiplayer. Up to 4. Party of 4. I think it used to be 6. Maybe in the first one. But yeah, up to 4. I think you can do even the career in cooperative, but you can definitely do free play in cooperative. If we go here and go free play. Yeah, so basically the party is the same no matter what type you're doing. I think there was more of a delineation in the first game, but in this one it simplifies it and just makes it, yeah, you can do a party of 4. A 20-point job like this with 4 people is not going to take very long. But a 323, that'll take a little while. And what do we got here? So we can't scroll through, which is kind of annoying. We have to use the keys. 700 was the farm. It was a big job. Roller disco, 1,053. 952 mini roller. Yeah, solar system, 1,282. So just going by the points bonus, that's the largest so far. 1,282. Yeah, and we're back to the start again. It's wrapped around. Funhouse is only 563 compared to that. Yeah. Yeah, you get some big jobs. That one took me a while. I'm yet to do the highlight on that one, but I think that took an entire session of like 4 hours or something. So yeah, 2,600 will take me all of tomorrow morning, probably, if I even play tomorrow. We'll see. But for now, that will do. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.